Hi, my name is Andrea.
And I'm Ashley.
Welcome to the training for the upcoming Michael's Show and Tell events on Saturday, September 28th. On this date, there are two events executing. First, there's the Cake Roulette with Cake Boss from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board event from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
We are going to cover the details for both events, but here are some important reminders, tips, and expectations for these demos. Please pay attention and make some notes. By now you should have also received your event manual. Please print off that manual and follow along with the training video.
Reminder to wear standard demo attire, black pants or skirt, white collared shirt or blouse, and no open-toed shoes. Also remember to bring your brand ambassador button, along with your debit card, your event manual, and a pin to complete your paperwork.
Another reminder is to please activate your debit card by calling into the event certification line prior to your event. This will activate your debit card in order to successfully complete your small product purchase.
Arrive 30 minutes early before your event is scheduled to execute. Please arrive by 9:30 a.m. to set up the demo table for your Cake Boss event from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and start setting up your demo table for the envelope punch board event by 12:30 p.m.
Locate those featured products. Remember to find the aisle where today's featured products are located. Make a note of that aisle as well as the product price points on your event manual.
Remember to display your monthly class schedule, the Michael's Kids Club books, and the Creative Classes books.
Do not leave your table for any reason. Being that these events are 2 hours long, we ask that you do not leave your demo table unless it's an absolute emergency. Also, please stand for the entirety of your demo as it is more inviting and approachable as your customers walk through that front door to grab their attention and want to be involved in your show and tell demo.
Headsets. If you are comfortable with wearing a headset during your event, please ask the Michael's store manager for assistance. Michael's associates wear headsets to further help customers, and if you have one too, that would just only help them.
Have extra product on your demo table displayed. Make it easily accessible for the customers to purchase those products. Also, check that event kit for your signage to be displayed on your table.
Please do your best to educate the customers about today's featured products and the monthly Michael's classes. For more information on any of the featured products, we highly recommend that you check out michaels.com, the products website, or YouTube videos.
Get creative. Think of real ways you would use this product. Share with the customers the ways you would personally use the product at home and show those variety of uses.
Don't forget to track your store impressions and your show and tell impressions. A store impression represents a customer that walks into the store during the 2-hour event. A show and tell impression represents a customer that comes up to your demo table and inquires about the event. Please keep your impressions for the Cake Boss event separate from the envelope punch board event. Do not combine these numbers.
Take a 15-minute break after your Cake Boss event prior to setting up your envelope punch board event.
After your event is complete, clean up all your supplies and return all the materials to the classroom and the unsold product back to the sales floor. Do not take the completed project or the promotional materials home with you. Say goodbye to your store manager, thank them for any help that they may have provided today, and share the number of customer impressions and the show and tell impressions made during your event.
Please complete your market link reporting within 24 hours of your event. If you are working both events, these will be 2 separate documents that will need to be submitted separately. Thank you for your time to listen.
We appreciate your time and commitment to making this program a success.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and today we're going to be talking about the Cake Boss event happening Saturday morning, September 28th from 10 to 12. We're going to be introducing customers to the Cake Boss cakeware, engaging the customers in showing them the baking and decorating techniques offered by the Cake Boss cakeware. To get set up, we are going to go over the items that are going to come in your kit, and then we'll proceed to go over your event sales goals, your classroom sales goals, and all the items that you need, as well as your selling points to make a successful event. To start with your event kit items, we've got several items that are going to come out of that classroom kit. We've got 24 bowl scrapes. I only have 2 here, but we've got 24 of those, 12 of the cookie presses, which I'll break apart for you to see, 100 of the flour cakelet recipe cards, 50 of the chocolate chip cookie recipe cards, and 50 of the pumpkin bread recipe cards. as well as the self-standing recipe card, which shows all of the different products and the selling benefits, as well as an easel card, which I don't actually have with me, but there's an easel card about this high. It's about 3 feet tall. It's got a picture of Buddy, and it has a roulette wheel that has numbers 1 through 8, as well as lists all the products. We're going to be using that roulette wheel to get customers engaged, and this is where they're actually going to be winning these items. I'll go into a little more detail about that after we finish our setup. So now that we've got all of those items, we'll make sure we continue pulling out the spinner, the 40% off coupons, as well as the Kids Club manuals, the creative manuals, and then your class schedule. So as you can see, I've kind of got everything set out like your normal table was. So these items, as you're going through today and the customers are actually spinning the roulette wheel, you will see the instructions are to give away items. And so we're going to go ahead and break apart the cookie cutters and the bowl scrapers so they're ready to go and ready to hand out when the customer actually wins one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to leave this box up. The cookie cutters and the bowl scrapers are actually just promotional items for this demo. Michael's does not carry these. So they do have a wide array of these other items on their shelves, but they do not actually sell the bowl scrapers and the cookie cutters. Go ahead and open this so you guys can move this out on my table. Okay. So now that I've got everything out and set up and ready to go, I'll go over the event sales goals. So the event sales goals are to basically promote everything that we are going to be, or the customer has the potential to win. So the event sales goals are all items that are going to come off of that end cap or down the shelf. The majority of the stores do have a Cake Boss end cap at the end of the aisle in the cake decorating section to help promote this event. So they're going to have all the cake pans, the loaf pans, that decorating turntable, the molded cakelet pan that we'll be talking about, the fondant ribbon cutter, and the impression set. So those are all going to be things that are going to be your sales goals for Saturday. But those are going to be items that you're going to pull off your shelf and verbally promote as you're going through the day. The other the class sales goal that you have is to book one birthday party. Ask your store manager or whoever has helped you set up your event today and ask for the classroom birthday party book. This book will lay out all of the crafts that the customer can choose for the birthday party to execute. So they'll pick either like a gumball machine, or they're all crafts that are created within Michael's and the supplies that they actually carry. So it's a 2-hour birthday party event, and the parent picks out the class, they schedule the time with the store, and away they go. So that is going to be your sales goal, and that's a real fun item to kind of promote, to say, hey, cake decorating, isn't just for birthday parties, but let's go ahead and incorporate that into our sales. So now that I've got everything set up, I will go through kind of how we're going to introduce ourselves and how we're going to get customers to our table, as well as our selling points and our giveaways. So I'm going to greet customers saying, hi, welcome to Michael's. Would you like to try, or I should say, would you like to come over and learn about the Cake Boss bakeware? It makes baking so easy with these premium items, and let them spin the wheel. So we're going to say, hey, you want to spin the wheel so you can discover what you're going to take home. So, and this is where we're going to just promote, as they're talking about, as they're spinning and kind of looking at all the different items that Cake Boss has that you've got on your table, all the different cake pans, the loaf pans. You can say, everybody's a winner today, take home a recipe card for a yummy treat, and soon you'll be baking like a boss. And if you guys have ever seen the show Cake Boss, it's actually stars a man named Buddy, and he is one of the co-stars of the show, where he actually is co-owner of a bakery in New York City. And they build these huge, extravagant cakes, and it's just a wonderful show. But if you guys have seen it, it's actually on TLC, and so Michael's is now partnering to bring those items to Michael's customers. So while we're promoting Cake Boss, we'll talk about all the different benefits and features of all of their items, as well as tell the customer, hey, go ahead and take home a recipe card so you can try and learn how to use that flowerette cake pan or the loaf pan or even a couple other items. So when customers are ready and you're ready to go ahead and let them spin that roulette wheel and see what number it lands on. So on page 3 of your manual, we have listed what each number means. So number 8, I landed on number 8, and that is Fondant is my friend. Using the ribbon cake boss cutter. So we will actually pull out that fondant piece that actually engraves like a design and promote to them what that is, and then give them their takeaway is the flower roulette card. So in the instructions on this card, they will actually use that fondant cutter and designer to help create that piece that's on the recipe card. So as you go down, you'll see everybody kind of gets a different takeaway. One, they get the bowl scrapers, which again I've taken out of the package, so you actually have 24 of these. Another person will get one of the cookie cutters, and then everybody else will get a recipe card, and there also is a spin again, but that's to keep customers engaged and allowing you to speak about all the different speaking points. The last thing that is going to be on your table is your 40% off coupons. So obviously these are going to be very popular in your station. So kind of have these hanging back. We want them visible, but this is a perfect selling point to say, hey, go ahead and take that cakelet baking pan home with you at 40% off. Or try that decorating wheel at 40% off. That way we can really entice customers to pick up one of those Cake Boss items off that end cap. I think that is all we've got for today, and that covers the Cake Boss event happening on Saturday morning. Refer to your manual for any further questions, and good luck at your event.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and today I'm going to show you how to execute the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board show and tell event scheduled for Saturday, September 28th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Today's event objective is to show customers how easy it is to make an envelope in over 60 different sizes. Today's event sales goal is to sell out of the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, as well as to sell at least 4 of the Tombow adhesives. We have the multi-liquid glue as well as the tape runner. You can check those SKU numbers on your event manual. The class sales goal is to register at least 2 students in any one of Michael's holiday card classes. Once you arrive at your store, you've checked in, swiped with your debit card, checked in with your store manager, and it's time to locate your event materials. Find the envelope punch board in your event kit along with the event signage. Have that displayed, and if you need an easel card from the framing department, please grab that, but remember to return it at the end of your event. From the classroom, please grab a pair of some scrapbook paper, 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, a pair of scissors, a ruler, and a pencil. Let's go ahead and get started. Now that you have all your supplies ready, you will also have your Michael's class schedules, Kids Club books, Creative Classes books, and then your extra product on display. And then for today's event, they also have a 40% off coupon that is valid from today's date, September 28th, until October 5th. This is 40% off any one of the regular priced items, so it would be a great deal to use with the envelope punch board. You'll have everything set up, and you will make sure you're ready to go. You have your debit card, you've got your button, it's on. You've got your event manual nearby to count your store impressions, and you've got a pen to complete your paperwork. All right, so let's show customers how easy it is to make an envelope. And today we're going to show them how to make an envelope with a 3" by 4" greeting card. So therefore, you will check your envelope punch board, and it tells you where, if you have your card size it will tell you the paper size that you need to trim. So I'll take a piece of my scrapbook paper. I'll flip it to the back so I can measure it out. Since the pattern on the front is a bit busy, it might be hard to see where I'm measuring 6 inches. So using my ruler, I will measure out 6 inches. And then I will measure out right there, and so on. And in fact, if you're using a 12 by 12 piece of paper, ideally you should be able to get at least 4 squares with one sheet. So go ahead and cut that. Now, if the Michael's Classroom has a cutting board, and you are able to cut your pieces of paper, your 6 inch by 6 inch squares in advance, that would be a great way just to keep your sizes accurate. All right, go ahead and display that there. So now, when you are ready to start making your envelope, you will line the piece of paper up along the measuring tool at the top of the punch board. So for a 3 by 4 card and a 6 by 6 piece of paper, the score line will be 2 5/8. So you'll measure your piece of paper up at 2 5/8. And then as well, you have a score tool on the side of the envelope punch board, which is nice that it is neatly fits inside there, which makes it easy to put away and to store everything all in one place. So you will go ahead and punch, once it's lined up at 2 5/8, you'll punch the top of the piece of paper, and then you'll measure along, there's a line along the tool that you will kind of firmly press down, and you'll create a faint line. And then you'll rotate 90 degrees. And just to note, at this point, you no longer need to use the tool, the measurement tool at the top of the punch board, because you will now line up this score along with the score guide at the top of the punch board. So you'll measure that there, and then you can punch again, and you'll do this on all 4 sides. And create the faint line, go to the next side, take the punch, create the line, and this is our last side. This is a really fun tool. You'll be able to make a number of cool envelopes, again in 60 different sizes. On the back side here is a reverse punch, because here you see we have a square edge. If on the back side using the reverse punch, if you insert your paper, it will create a rounded edge, like so. So do that on all 4 sides. All right. And note, you will have some paper clippings that you will need to discard at the end of your demo. For now, I'll tuck those over there. And now I'll set the punch board aside, and it's as simple as folding up your paper to create the envelope. And then you can use the Tombow adhesive to glue down the edges. I like, personally, the tape runner, so I'll go ahead and grab that. And I will go along the edges. Like so. And then you just fold your pages over. And here you have a darling little envelope for a greeting card, for a number of uses. Again, you can create 60 different size envelopes, and the measuring tool, a measuring chart, has all the different sizes here, as well as there is an additional tool that comes in the packaging with a measurement chart. And you could use, magazine pages, you could use an old calendar, you could use any type of paper to create any type of envelope you want, any type of sizes. This is an all-in-one tool. It has all the measurements you need right there, and it creates just beautiful envelopes that are personalized, and it's like having Hallmark right at home. Once your event is over, you will go ahead and clean up all your materials, take the kitted supplies back to the classroom, any unsold product back to the sales floor, the paper that you got from the classroom back to the classroom. Please check in with the store manager and thank them for their time today and for any assistance they may have provided. Please give them the store impressions and the number of show and tell impressions, as well as any other feedback that they have or that you may have, and please feel free to share that with us as well on your market link. So call in your market link data within 24 hours of your event, and hopefully you enjoyed your time today. This is really an exciting project, and hopefully, best of luck with selling.
Now that we've completed the Cake Boss training as well as envelope punch board training, your training is now complete. If you have done a show and tell demo before, thanks for your help and your assistance in learning about your products. Your training is now over. For those of you who are executing their first show and tell event this weekend, please stay tuned and watch the entirety of the video so you can learn more about the points and how to set up your event and how-tos. Thanks so much for watching.
Hi, my name is Andrea.
And I'm Ashley.
Welcome to the training of our upcoming Michael's Show and Tell demo events. We appreciate your time and commitment to making this program a success. We are going to cover a number of important reminders, tips, and expectations for these demos. Please pay attention and make some notes.
By now you should have received your event manual. Please print off your manual and follow along with the training video.
As well, you should have received our fact sheet of frequently asked questions. This is an overview of questions that may arise during your event. Please read this in advance to be prepared. If you have any questions that are not addressed, please reach out to your talent specialist and we'll get those addressed right away.
For starters, what is a Michael's brand ambassador?
This person will be knowledgeable about arts and crafts and assertive in sales. They are energetic, engaging, articulate, and creative with previous experience in demonstrating and promoting products.
Each week there will be a different event objective with various products and crafts to promote. These are simple enough crafts that we expect you to execute the project while maintaining your focus on the customer and most importantly, the sales.
On event day, please arrive at 12:30 p.m. to set up your demo table. The actual event will execute from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock p.m. and then you have 30 minutes to clean up.
Being these events are only 2 hours long, we ask that you not leave your demo table for any reason unless it's an emergency. If a customer is looking for a particular item, you can kindly tell them that you're not a Michael's associate and your focus today is on the show and tell event. You would be happy to direct them in the right direction.
Get to know your Michael's store manager, sales associates, and cashiers. It is so helpful to be able to call on them for assistance during your event.
Most Michael's associates wear headsets to assist one another in the store. If you're comfortable with wearing a headset during your event to further assist your customers, we would encourage that. Just check in with your store manager.
You are the brand ambassador for the show and tell event, but we are also guests in Michael's stores. Please be mindful of the store employees, their policies and procedures, and please thank them for any and all the help that they provide.
Okay, let's talk about what you need. What do you need on event day?
Well, for starters, as noted in your event manual, please wear standard demo attire, black pants or skirt, white collared shirt or blouse, and no open-toed shoes.
We are currently working with Michael's to get aprons for these events. If you do have a solid black apron or from other demos, feel free to wear that. What else should they bring on event day?
Please bring your brand ambassador button. If you haven't received that in the mail yet, please keep an eye out for it. Also bring your debit card, your event manual, and a pen to complete your paperwork.
Ideally that pen works.
Otherwise, you can purchase one at Michael's, and that could be your small purchase.
Exactly, that's why your debit card is loaded with 99 cents. Upon your arrival, grab an inexpensive item to purchase. That transaction tells our system that you've arrived at your location on time and you're on site to conduct your demo.
However, make sure you have called into the event certification line prior to your event. This will activate your debit card in order to successfully complete your purchase.
Before you set everything up, I would suggest walking through the store to get a feel for the overall layout. It's helpful to know where the classroom's located, the restrooms, or the framing department, etc.
You will especially want to know what aisle the products for today's demos are located. Make a note on that aisle and the featured product's price point on your event manual.
Double check that they are indeed the right products that are listed on your manual, referencing the 6-digit SKU that's listed on that first page. This is different than the 12-digit UPC code actually on the sticker of your product, so make sure you're checking the product tags on the shelf.
If you have any trouble locating any products, please ask your store manager or another Michaels associate for assistance.
Now that you've swiped in and taken a quick look around your store, you're ready to demo. Please find the store manager to check in and confirm where today's event's going to be located.
Almost all of Michaels show and tell events will be located at the front of the store. It will vary by store, but some locations have actual demo carts, and other locations will have an oblong rectangular table.
Once you've identified your demo table, start gathering all your demo supplies and products.
The manual says there's event kit supplies. What's that and where can I find it?
Every Michaels store receives an event kit 2 to 3 weeks prior to your demo. They will sort through the box of materials and organize it by event. This is what the box looks like. It's identified by a green and white packing tape. Therefore, you should have all your kitted materials available to conduct your event, and the store manager can help you locate those items either in the back room or the classroom.
That's right. There's also the list of classroom supplies, which you'll need. Please work with the store to obtain those items listed. If the classroom doesn't have an item you need, tell the store manager that you need this particular item to conduct your demo, and they'll take it off the shelf and classify it as store use.
Store use materials are strictly for the store. They are deducted from inventory and no longer available for customer purchase.
Sounds like you will gather your materials in the following 3 ways: your event kit, the store's classroom, or by pulling an item for store use.
Also check your event kit for your signage to be displayed on your table. Here are a couple examples of the past show and tell event signage.
Actually, these are our upcoming. This is for the Copic markers on Saturday, September 14th, and this is the signage for the Inca Gold and Silks Acrylic Glaze on Sunday, September 15th. In the framing department, they have easels that you can borrow or pull off the shelf to display the signage. Just make sure you put it back when you're finished.
Last but not least, there are a couple other things you need to gather. The Michaels monthly schedule, the Kids Club books, and the Creative Classes books to display on your table. The store should have a display right up front where you can grab these items and have those items advertised on your table.
It is important to have these items on your table in order to promote Michaels classes and in order to achieve Michaels class sales goals.
And in